You ready to go, Matt?
Ready.
You like my hat? You like my hat? It's fine. It's fine. A long day finished. A long day done. We did it, everybody. We made it to the end of the Texas Marching Classic. Behind us, you can see everyone leaving the stands. The show is over. The Vandergrift Viper Band has proved victorious. They last have lost a show at BOA Austin last year when they got, we can sit down if you want, when they got second overall in finals after winning prelims. So we did it. We did it. Why don't you got, looks like you have a recap. Why don't you share a few bits and bobs while we are waiting to wrap everything up?
So, I mean, when it comes to music, it wasn't even particularly close. Vandergrift ran away with individual music by 0.6 over Rouse.
Oh.
18.5 to 17.9.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes to the ensemble with BOA's own and Carmel's own Richard Saucedo upstairs, they got an 18. Reagan got a 17.7.
Oh,
so
yeah.
just
very comparable minor differences, as they say.
And so it's not a surprise to see them as far ahead as they are.
Yeah.
Things got a little closer when it came to the visual side of things.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So that was the difference maker there was an ensemble visual score for Vandergrift of 17.9.
Oh.
Which was which was 0.4 above Vista Ridge's 17.5.
Mm-hmm.
Because Vista Ridge did have a 0.2 gap on the field level. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Not a complete sweep of every sub-caption, but a complete sweep of every caption.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, for sure.
Yep. It's not unexpected looking at the performances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Fantastic shows, though.
And they broke 90.
Mm-hmm.
90.550, correct?
That is correct.
What is the most recent high score at BOA? Do we know off the top of our heads?
I believe we might have gotten that into, well, Marcus had an 87 this week.
Oh my God, an 87 today?
So 87 today. We'll see how relatively comparable that is.
Yeah.
Not that you should compare across competitions. Don't do that.
However, I believe you can compare rubrics because they're competing against a rubric.
Very true.
So I don't think it's out of line to say that Vandergrift probably would have outscored Marcus by 3 points, maybe not.
Especially let's talk about, not that we want to dive too deep into Prosper.
Right.
But there's a couple things that are mentionable and noteworthy.
Sure, go for it.
Marcus only beat Wakeland by 0.05.
Wakeland, a 5A school here in Texas. Marcus, a 6A school here in Texas.
So Marcus coming out with the 87 and Wakeland an 86.95.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus coming away with the music caption that they did not take earlier today.
Which, to me, this is zero offense to the Bentonville band. But if there's one thing that you can almost always put money on is that a Texas band is going to win music.
Yep.
And you can probably count on your hand at Grand Nationals how many times a non-Texas band has won music over Texas bands. Your year was one of them. Carmel, when they swept for Serenity, I believe.
Yep. Voyage to Valhalla as well, because we did have Prosper there.
Broken Arrow won music and prelims, I believe, or semis.
Yeah, I don't know that Broken Arrow has ever won music in finals.
That would be about right. But so it's more of the Texas hubris to be like, there's no way that a non-Texas band won music, especially when it's Marcus.
And when it comes to visual, we did have a tie between Wakeland and Marcus.
Wow.
Where it came to real interesting though is General Effect, where Bentonville came out on top in finals. So I'd love to get a dig into that recap. Don't have that just yet.
Yes.
But real interesting.
Yeah, that is pretty significant, I think. Is Bentonville going to Nationals again this year?
I do not believe that they're headed up to Nationals this year.
I would be curious if, and who knows, and this is probably me making excuses, is this the show that Bentonville was aiming to be ready to throw down at?
I would imagine it's St. Louis, but It's closer to the
St.
end of their
Louis
season.
is next week, right?
Sounds right.
Whereas here in Texas, state marching contest is November 10th, 11th, 12th, or 14th, whatever. It's
late.
It's basically Thanksgiving. So Marcus is probably playing the longer game to finish in state marching contest because they're not going to nationals.
Absolutely.
Bentonville maybe. This is middle of October is their gun, which could explain a lot.
And Bentonville did not have the best run tonight. There was a couple of electronics issues, some weird things going on with the announcer. So it's really interesting that they were able to still come out on top with first and a fourth in Music GE.
Right. Yeah.
Tonight with those issues.
Yeah, for sure. No, and Bentonville is a Grand National finalist, so this isn't like a band no one's ever heard of from out of Texas to come in and do that.
Speaking of Grand National finalists, I do want to give a quick shout out to James Bowie High School Outdoor Performing Ensemble
with the ING. All right.
With the ING, they did jump the gap from that first block of finals all the way into the top half.
Yeah. Oh, I think is that Valerie? Are you here for your shirt? Yeah. Come on over. Is it the hat? What is it, the hat? What is it, the braids? You keep talking, Matt. I'll get you a shirt.
So, congratulations to Bowie for that big jump. Congratulations to the McNeil High School Marching Band.
You see, Jason said small.
So, fantastic! It's fantastic seeing them do so well.
All right,
was chatting with the.
Sorry. Yeah, did I pick up the conversation? Oh yeah, welcome back.
Was chatting with some of the McNeil crew earlier. I mean, being a non-Texas person, they were just not on my radar until last year, and last year just it wowed me. Mm-hmm. So I'm not surprised to see them doing so well consistently here. Yeah.
Good for them. McNeil Maverick Band. We had an interview earlier. It was in the pre-finals segment, so you can find that on the YouTube channel. All of these lives are going to stay up forever, so you can go back to watch things and check in on the stuff that we've chatted with and our predictions and how right or wrong we were. We were all right about, except for Hattie. She predicted Reagan would win auxiliary, didn't she?
Yeah, I believe so.
We have taken her out, and we've put her out of her Missouri for that one. Thank you very much. That was pretty good.
I don't know that I would call it pretty good, but I did.
I'm a fun guy. It reminds me of my favorite joke. What'd the mushroom say when he got kicked out of the bar?
Hi, I'm a fun guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, people are clearing out here. The kids are celebrating here at Retreat.
And that's always one of the best parts for any of these shows, right? Like,
I think so.
Seeing,
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't, but seeing all these kids go around, chat, have a great time. I mean, having that experience as somebody who was lucky enough to have that experience quite a few times, being able to interact with the other bands, second to none.
Absolutely. We've been doing this all day, but we want to again give a huge shout out and thanks to the good people at Cedar Ridge, especially the band boosters who have taken such good care of not only us here at GEM, but the judges, everyone that is helping out. It was fresh homemade food all day long.
Fantastic. I mean, when you get delicious fajitas for lunch with some excellent flank steak, and then you also get some killer brisket for dinner.
Correct. And some great sausage, some Myers sausage, and my MVP of the day were the scones we got for this morning.
Always delicious.
As you said, it added a little bit of class to the menu. So yeah, are the others coming in to say goodbye? Or?
I'm not sure that they will, but that's all right.
That's all right. We'll say goodbye for them. Is there anything you'd like to say, to shout out or give a report on or whatever?
It's always a great time to be in Texas. It's great.
You're absolutely right. It is.
I mean,
you're darn right.
The programs here consistently see top to the bottom. You hear it all the time, but you really don't know it. You really don't know it until you're here. It's second to none. And so, having that or being able to be there, being able to experience this, I cannot recommend it enough to any marching band fan out there.
Absolutely.
The environment, the audiences. I do want to take a quick look over and quick shout out over to the James Burns High School Marching Band.
Oh yeah, in maybe the biggest shocker of the day potentially, other than
Marcus losing music, because you never expect that to happen at any show, even when they're up against Hebron, it's still Marcus. I mean,
yes, exactly.
If you haven't seen Marcus 2012 recently, go watch it. But I know it's 12 years ago now.
Yes, it was.
For some of these kids. I mean, some of these kids were barely in elementary school by then.
That is correct.
But seeing Wando fall to Burns, that was not expected.
I would, because this is their second year with the new director, right, or third year?
Sounds. They're pretty early on.
Yeah, pretty early on. Their former director, who moved on to a different school, who also passed away within the last year, Brian Bone, a great guy. But looks like the band program was left in good hands.
Absolutely.
And the last time, according to our resident nerd, that they have won a regional was 1999.
1999.
So 25 years ago, they
that
last
makes me
won
really
a
want to go do some digging and see what the longest time between regional wins is. I don't have that offhand. But
We don't. If our AI were watching, they could tell us. I'm sure we'll put in some beeps and bloops and figure that out.
Absolutely.
25 years between regional wins.
Hey, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Multiple regional wins by any program is big, and then being able to come back from that stretch, and especially with a program that's been so dominant in South Carolina as Wando, and being able to take that step.
For sure,
that.
absolutely. So shout out to Conway, South Carolina, to all of the regionals, all the shows that we were able to talk about, and the shows that we weren't able to talk about. We will do our best in next week to get back in the grind. This weekend was all about Showday. If you like what we did today here at Showday, we are for hire. Like I said, we're not free, but we're pretty cheap. We can come to your band contest, schedule permitting, and all that stuff. We'd love to showcase your contest, your festival, bring our patented brand of band coverage, social media, etc.
And hey, if you're just enjoying us, if you're just a fan at home that likes what you see, go to our website, generaleffect.media, and follow the link to our coffee page. Send us a little bit of love that way.
Buy us a coffee, because they drank a lot of coffee today.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Make a donation on coffee.
Absolutely.
Buy some sweet swag on our store. And on the YouTube channel, give us a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, because that helps. Your views also help out all that. So,
we need a way to get Montoya's head to fill his big hat.
And the ego fills it. Pretty close. We might have to remove some foam. It's getting a little tight up here. So, all right. Well, thank you from all of us here at Showday. Shout out again to Flow Marching, Texas Marching Classic, for Hattie, for Luke, for Aaron Blackley, our statistician analyst.
For Kevin Grubbs.
Shout out to Kevin Grubbs.
The MVP.
He's the real MVP. Oh, there they are. That's fine. You can wave goodbye now.
And for Jerry Lee.
And Jerry, you know what?
Lee.
I was wrong. Jerry Lee is the real MVP of the TMC.
Goodness.
Yeah, that rhymed.
All right, everybody. All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Reagan didn't get anything.
We already booed.
So I'm quitting.
Well, we fired you.
Okay.
Everyone meet Jerry Lee, our newest General Effect Media consultant. Whatever you are, give him your ceremonial removing of the jersey.
It's not gonna fit. Pretty skinny. All right, take it.
Everyone get home safely.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in to General Effect Media and to the Texas Marching Classic. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Go McNeil.
Yeah. Thank you for being.
All right.